Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera. I hope that you guys can hear me. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I think that is working. I think that is. Can everybody hear me okay? I think it's working. I'm not sure. Hey, Judy. Hey, Abby. Abby was in the wrong place. I'm sorry, Abby. I wasn't trying to reprimand you or anything, but I think I had a late start this morning. I don't know what happened. Okay, so everyone can hear me. Hey, Heather. Chris is here this morning. Alexandra's here this morning with us. Good morning to Judy. Who else is here today? We're going to just give it a couple more minutes for everyone to get here. Hey, good morning, Holly. Yeah, so I kind of had a little bit of a late start this morning. I don't know what happened to me, so I'm running behind. You ever have a day where you're just running behind all day long? It's like I just need to kind of give up and go back to bed, I guess. I don't know. Plus, dogs are crying because there's a oil delivery happening outside my window. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Before I give the dog a bone here, we are coloring a page from volume 10. We are using this page, which is the first page in the book. From this can also be found in Abstract Fever. We're coloring in the monochromatic technique, which means one color. I'm using a brand new set of gel pens that actually were sent to me by our friend Nola Hinsel. She sent these to me the other day. I opened the box and there they were. And she also sent me this very adorable, Scarlett, stop crying, little robot. Have you guys seen these robots that Nola is selling on her, I don't know if I can get him to be, look like he's standing up or not, but have you guys seen these little robot guys that she's got on her Etsy shop? So Nola sent me this little robot guy. Her name is actually Corinne, and the robot's name is Corinne. And she sent me these cool gel pens, so that was really nice of her. So I'll be doing a color along for Nola in December, featuring her book Robot Fashion Show. So of course Corinne will be there with me. And these little robots come with gift certificates. So very, very, very cool. Very cool. So I've got these pens here. I don't know what color I'm going to use, but I'm just going to use one color, a variety of little colors. Aren't they adorable? Nola's got some really interesting things in her Etsy shop. I'm actually adding some jewelry to my website over the next couple of weeks. I've added coffee mugs, and I've added pet ID tags. So if you haven't had a chance to check those two out, the mugs and the ID tag, check them out because they're available on my website now. I added them yesterday. I'll be adding more different types of products that feature my own artwork, but the mugs, take a look at the mugs. Share them with your friends. Pin them on Pinterest. Let's give Scarlett a bone before she has a conniption, and then we can get started. Come on, Scarlett. Okay, the dogs are settled, let's hope. And Jason's joined us. Hey, good morning, Jason. I just saw that. Hey, good morning, Martha. What is Nola's last name for her Etsy shop? I think her Etsy shop is called Nola's Novelties. It's called, and her last name is Hinsel. Heather's writing it. Heather's, and they're called Who Knew. As a matter of fact, there's a link. Go to my, for these, go to my website. If you go to my website and you click on recommended products, there's a link to these pens on my website. Hey, Mamie. Good morning, Mamie. I'm buying Dustin one for Christmas. The robots, aren't they cool? I'm actually going to have some jewelry on my website coming up over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have igloo charms in honor of coloring camp because we've got an igloo going on, right? I'm going to have little boxes of crayons, little crayon box of crayon charms. And they'll be available as a necklace or a keychain. And I'll have another product that's a little like a paint, like an artist palette. So all three of those, the Igloo, the artist palette, and the box of crayons will be available as keychains or necklaces. So those should be, I think they're gonna come. I think they should be up on my website by the end of this week, possibly. But the coffee mugs are already up on my website, or tea mug, whatever you want to call them, type of mugs, and pet ID tags. Well, not really an ID tag, but it's just a pet tag that has something, just a cute, cool little thing. So what do you guys think about that, about different types of products? Because I've always, yes, I'm going to flip through Abstract Fever, definitely. Hey, Marianne's peeking in. Hey, did you guys see the video that Marianne did in the Just Color coloring group? She flipped through my Christmas planner, which is on sale right now until Saturday. As a PDF is only $5. So check that out. All right, so first let's swatch. Let's swatch in the color chart book. That's the first thing we need to do. And we need to pick a color. I don't know. I'm going to figure out what I am using for my monochromatic. But this is cool. This has 48 gel pens. They're pretty cool, actually. I use them for like a little bit. You love it, Heather? I think that it's fun to have different products. I mean, I can add blankets, beach towels. I can add tote bags. I'll probably be adding stainless steel. Are they called stainless steel? The reusable water bottles. The steel, yeah, stainless steel water bottles. And I'll probably be having like tumblers or something like that. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. I've always wanted to do that. That was actually my goal for my website way back in the day when I first started it, was that my website would not just be coloring books, would not just be art, would also be products. It would be coloring books, it would be art, but it would also have other products on my website that had artwork, my artwork on them. So that was the goal. Taken a long time to get there, but you got to kind of stick with things, right? All right, so this has a pretty good set here. There's 48 colors in this set, and then there's a set with some glitter pens. But what's neat about this, which I was really surprised about, is that they have 12 refills that you could, I guess these are like the common colors. So there's this little pack of refills in here. So I thought that was kind of nifty that had that. So I chose to use these for the monochromatic coloring session today, because I am going to use one color but use a variety of different colors of that color. That makes sense? So I'm leaning towards either pink or blue, and I think I'm actually going to go with pink, because I feel like there's enough pinks in here to be in the pink family. So let's pull out my pinks first of all. I'm going to stay organized today. So here's one pink. Let's put this aside. Who did the flip through of Christmas planner having trouble keeping up this morning? I'm having trouble keeping up this morning too, Martha. Let me tell you. I'm having trouble keeping up. The Christmas planner flip through was done by Marianne, our friend Marianne Manders. So I don't even have my book yet. I need to order it today. But I've been ordering my author copies so I can get my author price. Because if not, I'd be broke if I just kept ordering everything, right? It's not going to be here for a couple of weeks if I do that. So, all right, so let's set up my page. Pull ourselves together, right, Martha? The teal color is very pretty, isn't it? I agree with you, Abby. So the book we're using today, can be found in Abstract Fever, and it can be found in Color Along Volume 10, which is what we're working on today. So, this is where you put my name, the artist, and the product name is Who Knew. Isn't that funny? Who Knew Gel Pens. Kind of funky. Jason says, I am giving up trying to keep up, so I'm going with the flow. I know, me too. I agree with you, Jason, but today I feel like I'm just behind. Maybe it's the whole Mercury and retrograde situation. All right, so they don't have any names on them, which is fine, but I am going to just kind of swatch each color before we begin, so I kind of have an idea of which ones I'm using today. And then I'm just going to use all of these pinks, because the whole point of monochromatic is monochromatic, just means one color. So it's a color palette of one color. Hey, good morning, Diana. Diana, I thought of you last night. I have added some pet tags to my website with my artwork on them. And I actually thought of you and thought that you're going to say, oh no, another thing that I really want. I know Mondays don't usually, usually doesn't happen to me like that, Abby, with Mondays. But I don't know what it is today. It's a crazy day today. Crazy. I'm going to also include here that we're coloring in monochromatic theme, and today is November 19th. My writing is terrible when I'm doing a color along, by the way. My penmanship is usually much neater than that. Okay. So this book, I'm going to do a quick flip through before we begin. This book is from Abstract Fever. This page is from Abstract Fever, and Alexandra wanted me to flip through this. This is kind of an older book. I did this a couple years ago, I guess, and I named it Abstract Fever because I had a very bad ear infection while I was drawing this book, and I had a fever, and I just kept thinking Abstract Fever. I don't know why I kept thinking that, but that's how this book that's how the name was created for this book. And these are all hand-drawn abstract pages, just some really kind of loosely abstract, no rhyme or reason, no pattern, and there are 2 copies of every page, so you can color twice or you can share with a friend. It's cold here, my brain slows down in the cold, Jason's saying. I know, me too. You know, the sun was shining yesterday, and now it's gloomy Monday. Did you check them out, Diana? I am eager to see what you think about these little pet tags. So I think they're kind of funky. There's not, you know, they don't have a name on them. Like, you don't put the dog's name, but instead it's just kind of a little decorative thing to put on their collar. There's one for Christmas with Santa. There's one that's from Paisley Bubbles. And the pet products actually are going to have a page on my website that will be Scarlett and Paisley's little shop. So they decided that they needed to, I decided that they need to get a job is what they need to do. So we need to pimp out those pups. So they're going to be selling some pet products. So this is just kind of like lose yourself in these little abstracts. This is an 8x10 book with a glossy cover. And it has 20 one-sided pages, and there's 2 copies of every page. So some of them are a little intricate like this one, but most of them are pretty simple. I look back at my earlier books and I really kind of think, not too crazy about them anymore. Is the sun shining, Judy? I hope the sun is going to shine, right? The sun is supposed to shine here on Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, but I just saw on the Weather Channel that it's going to be like 23 degrees during the day. Crazy. So one of the things that's happening, Thursday's Thanksgiving, one of the things that's happening on Thanksgiving is that I was originally going to do a live color along in the morning, but I decided that I'm not going to do that. So I hope that you guys don't mind. I will try to come back on later in the day for a live color along at some point, depending how exhausted or how not exhausted I am. Because I decided to invite some family over for Thanksgiving dinner, for my non-traditional Thanksgiving dinner. We are not having turkey. We are having pizza, fries, salad, homemade dog biscuits, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Ice cream. I'll have to redo my wish list for Secret Santa. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Take a look at those. Oh, Miss Paisley has a lot to say today. So this is just this kind of hot pink, I guess, and I'm just kind of giving it just kind of a solid color for these little mosaics. Let's get Paisley to stop barking. No sunshine so far either, Chris. I know, isn't it awful? It's gloomy Gus. Paisley, you have to stop barking. Stop it. Leave Scarlett alone. Thanks, Mamie. I usually do it, but I haven't done it in a couple of years. So this year we decided to do it. So, and And I'm keeping it simple, and I don't feel like cooking a turkey, and I just don't feel like all that crazy food. You know, there's too much food consumed on Thanksgiving. I mean, I know we're supposed to be giving thanks, and that's great, but is it really all about food? I mean, I don't know. It's just so much food. It's like, I feel like we eat more food on that day than we would, or like we eat like a week's worth of food. What do you guys think about this? I feel like it's just like gluttony. Thanks, Judy. They say good morning. Very gloomy. Is very gloomy for you too, Heather? We are used to the gloomy weather here in Cornwall. We have it 3 or 4 months out of the year. Oh, Jason. I saw, or maybe that was London, where it snowed. Did it just recently snow in London? I thought I saw that on the news. So, coloring camp is filling up. Secret Santa's filling up. That's cool, right? This is going to be an exciting coloring camp. Plus, we'll have, we'll not only have t-shirts and sweatshirts for coloring camp this time, but we'll have keychains and we'll have necklaces. And I mean, it's not required, obviously, but I thought that it would be cool to have some coloring camp products and some swag. And then Secret Santa is happening, and a couple of people have commented about the sign-up date being December 1st and saying that they wish it was December 3rd. So I did change it. So I don't know if I changed it officially on the page, but in my head I did. And I've told those people it's okay. So if you feel that you'd want to sign up for Secret Santa and you're thinking, hey, I don't really, the 3rd would be much better for me, then it's fine. So we're going to do it on we can sign up by the 3rd. And then on that day, the 3rd itself, if my friend Paisley would please be quiet. Come here, Paisley. Exactly, Mamie. Plus we'll probably color. I don't know. I need to order my camp book too, Heather. I thought my camp book was being delivered today, and I went to check, and I haven't even ordered it yet. Hey, Paisley, look what I have. Alice is saying, hey, Julie, I told my son he was going to help me cook on Thanksgiving Day. It's too much to me to stand all that time cooking. It's too much for everybody, I think. People that think it's no big deal, I think they're crazy. I mean, it's like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot of work, Alice. I agree with you. All right, so there is my lighter pink. And I'm going to actually kind of take advantage of the white. So you can actually use white in monochromatic because it's just, let's just go with the theory that white is the absence of color. Some people disagree with that and they say it's all colors, but I think it's the absence. Or I think black is the absence of color. I think white actually is all colors, but let's just go with the theory of the absence of color. And I'm just going to add some dots here. Do we have our daughters, our dot maniacs here today? Where's Lynn Miller, our dot maniac? Lynn Miller colored the entire book of Mesmerize the other day. Abby says, Mom, myself, and my youngest are going out to eat. Oh, what a great idea. Not too many places are open around here on Thanksgiving. Chris says, Jason, how was your birthday on Saturday? Heather's birthday and anniversary was yesterday. Well, happy belated birthday to all of you, to Heather and Jason. Happy anniversary, Heather. Was your anniversary the same day as your birthday? And I thought you ordered your camp book when you ordered mine. I thought I did too, Alice. But I just looked at all my Amazon orders. I better recheck. I could have sworn I ordered it. I thought I ordered it when I ordered Snowman Frenzy and Christmas Cheer. I don't know. Oh, Lynn is coloring in blues today. I can't wait to see that. Just figured I'd go with some pink just to brighten up the, I don't know, brighten up the world. This one kind of looks like psychedelic. This looks nothing like what the cap is telling me it's going to look like. So, I don't know. This reminds me of lipstick from the 80s. I remember this lip gloss or this lipstick. It was like this color back in the 80s. Kind of changed. Looks like it needs like a black light or something, doesn't it? I gotta say, I'm feeling a little too ambitious with this page being done in gel pens. I don't know. I'm starting to think, what have I gotten myself into? Did you ever start a coloring page and think that? Color this one with this color. So the other day I did a podcast. If you guys haven't had a chance to take a look at it, head over to my website and click on Art Spot podcast, and you can take a listen to that. It was all about color and color in our everyday life. And I'm thinking that the next podcast, which is, I'm trying to do them on Fridays, I'm toying with the theme of maintaining your creativity during the holiday season, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we lose sight of what makes us happy during the holiday season because we get too busy, right? So we put aside things that maybe, I don't know, brought us joy or helped us relax. Does that happen to anybody else? I kind of feel like you got to carve out some time, still be able to carve out that time for yourself during that holiday season. All right, so this part right here is part of the drum. I'm going to go back over here with a different pink to come into here. What did we congratulate Sarah about? Happy anniversary to Sarah. 12th anniversary. Wow. Congratulations. Hey, Cindy Lamb. Are you working on mood lifters, Chris? Well, some of the mugs that I just added, all gel pens smear, Alice. I don't know if we can help you with that. I think they all do. You gotta just keep rotating. The mugs that I have on my website, the coffee mugs, have quotes from mood lifters. So there's things like "Never give up" or "I'm worth my weight in gold." So I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to put on a coffee mug. Jason is saying, I am lucky. Just shut my door during the holidays and just do what I usually do. I'm working Christmas Eve. What do you do for a job, Jason? It is good to just kind of like shut everything out, though, isn't it? That is a good idea. Hey, Barb. Chris says, it's just my son and I for the holidays, so I don't get overwhelmed at all, really. Yeah, it's not a lot of people for me either, so it's not a big deal. I think the bigger deal will be kind of like management of dogs on that day, making sure that no one steals anything, you know, that type of thing. I was hoping it was going to be a little warmer outside that day so the dogs could kind of hang outside, but I don't think it's going to be. 23 is too cold. That's too cold for a dog to be outside. I mean, they can go outside, but they shouldn't be out there for very long. I kind of think of it as like recess for a kid. Like below 25, in where I live anyway, in the state, below 25 degrees, they cannot have recess. Okay, let's see. Don't want to put them next to each other. So we need another pink. Let's go with this one. I don't know. I hope these are looking like pinks and not purple. but shades of pink. You collect coffee mugs? Coffee mugs are supposed to be like the big thing lately. I don't know. A lot of people collect coffee mugs. So share them. I need to stop pinning on Pinterest. Do we have any Pinterest people here? I really need to get them pinned. I don't know if this pen is going to make it. This one. It seems like it's just not doing the job. And these are smearing, Alice. I did check. I touched them. And they do smear. All right, now I'm going to go back and rotate through what I already did here. This is a nice... This one has some really good ink flowing through this pen. Much easier to color with than the other colors. Isn't that funny how that happens with certain gel pens? So weird, isn't it? I don't know what it is. Certain colors, the ink flows better than others. Heather says, had to leave and come back, comments messing up again. Yeah, I was having a problem with something else too. You don't do Pinterest at all anymore? Chris, Pinterest can get you really sucked in, don't you think? Jason says, I work with vulnerable people and the homeless. We provide a full Christmas dinner and give them some company. Oh, how awesome is that? Did you see the wrapping paper you can color? That's what Alexandria's talking about. I added a few products to Zazzle. If you ever shopped on Zazzle. And there's wrapping paper that you can color. So that's not actually on my website, but it's on Zazzle directly. That was pretty cool. It's expensive though, isn't it, Alex? Alexandria, isn't it expensive? It looks like it's a little pricey. It's so hard to control the prices, you know? You're kind of at their mercy of what the price should be. But I thought it would be kind of a fun thing to do. I would love to do a blanket. I would love to offer maybe a blanket with a personalized blanket, like you could put your own coloring page on a blanket. What do you guys think about that? Or a coloring page on a product. Maybe a mug. Like something you've colored on something. A mug you could give to a friend. 74 to 75 degrees Wednesday and Thursday here. Where do you live, Abby? I'm coming to your house. I found rotating the paper when I'm coloring with the gel pens works a lot better. Chris is telling Alice and the rest of us. Yeah, I do too. Or I'm kind of conscious of where my hand is, I guess. Oh, true, Alexandria. It does depend on how many feet you want. That's true. Do you think you would color it? Tote bags would be a good one, right? Yeah, I'm going to do some dots right here just to kind of shake things up in the middle of this. Just kind of an oddballish thing here. How about beach towels? Oh, that's right, Abby. You're in Florida. I have a friend that lives in Florida, and she's always taking pictures of the TV and putting them on Instagram. And saying, ha, 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 because she's originally from where I am. So she's always trying to think she thinks that she's, like, teasing us with it. But I don't really feel like I'm being teased about it. All right, now for this section here, I'm actually going to leave the zigzag white. And then I'm going to work on this section next here. And then for this one, I'm actually going to kind of do some close lines to create a texture in here, but still using, still sticking with our monochromatic pink. So when you look away fat, or you look close, or maybe you squint your eyes, look far away, look from far away, then it will kind of look like you have, it's all colored pink. Need to keep rotating though. Barb is asking about when our Thanksgiving is. Thanksgiving here in the U.S. is on Thursday. When was Canadian Thanksgiving? Wasn't it already? Did Canadian Thanksgiving already pass? I'm still going to keep up with my theme of the lines with just different colors. Going on outside my house today. I don't know what the heck she's barking at. Crazy. Oh, Holly. How is your mom doing? I haven't seen, you know, Holly, I know you, I was going to message you the other day and ask you. And I don't know what happened. I gotta go get her to stop. Scarlett, come here. It's okay. Come here. Come here. All right, I don't think I used this one yet on this section, did I? No, I don't think I did. I don't know what she's barking at. It could be our friend, you know, leaf blower man. All right, we need another color here. Boy, this is like lose yourself. Oh, wow, Holly. So is she home? Who is she with? Is she by herself? Or is she with you? Boy, it seems like the nursing homes really don't keep you, huh? Melody hears Scarlett and she started growling and looking at the door. Yeah, Scarlett. I don't know. There's somebody out there. She's quiet now. Sorry about that. All right, let's move on to this section here. Now, I'm wondering if I should do this section here, the same thing with these stripes. What do you guys think with this kind of cross-hatching? You like it, Abby? And I don't know. Maybe I should color this a whole solid color. This zigzag. Or I could do this. Let's do this. This will kind of make your eye travel down this whole thing. Scarlett. All right. Yeah, see, I like how it just kind of traveled down. What do you guys think? And I can kind of repeat that pattern here. These pens are actually pretty good. I think they're like $10 on Amazon. When I put the link, I had seen something like that. Check your tag for me after this and read the whole thing. Okay, Alexandria. Yeah, insurance wants you to go home, right, Holly? Isn't it awful? They certainly do want you to go home. Let me get that, whatever Scarlett's doing so she doesn't make any more noise. What are you doing, Scarlett? Here. Oh, does she have to learn to walk again because oh wow, that's terrible. So was she home alone, Holly? All right, so this one right here, I think I'm just gonna this kind of reminds me of a drum, doesn't it? I don't know why I'm gravitating towards this hot pink. It's usually not like me. Is she okay to be alone, Holly? Hey, did you guys see that giveaway for Super Doodle gel pens? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? I guess you have to tag someone that you're thankful for. Alexandria tagged me. I was so touched, Alexandria. Thank you. Can you tag more than one person, I wonder? Because I wanted to tag more than one person. I'm going to switch over to another pen. I'll go with this one now. So isn't it amazing how all you need is one color or one shade of colors? And you can create something without having to worry about choosing different colors. This color in particular, this pen is just not performing to its optimal capacity here. Hey, Dawn, I'm not sure how to get my dad taken care of if I need surgery. It's a mess of a health system. I know, doesn't it make you angry? I'm going to tell you guys something. On, was it yesterday? Yesterday morning, I walked out onto my front porch, stepped onto my front porch, and there was a delivery at my doorstep, and it was delivered right on the doormat. I was not expecting a delivery at that time. I wasn't expecting a delivery on a Sunday. Anyway, I stepped on it and totally twisted my ankle, and I was so mad. I was actually more angry than it hurt. It's okay. It's not even swollen. It just hurts a little. It's a little sore. But let me tell you, I was more angry. And Dawn, this is what made me. Your comment is making me think of this. Is that I was so angry because I was just like, I just felt like I need another me. I have too many things to do than to have an ankle that I can't really walk on. Really, really ticked me off. Hey, Carol. Chris is saying, I love when we color monochromatic. We need to do it more often. I know we do, don't we? Somebody should color a whole book monochromatic. We could be like Van Gogh in our blue period. So you guys have any ideas of what my topic should be? What I should talk about on my podcast? How are we liking my podcast? Is it something that I should continue doing? I mean, I'm not looking for fluff here. I'm looking for just kind of honest opinions here. If you think that there's just like a bunch of crap and they're just like a bunch of nonsense, then of course tell me. It's fine. I have thick skin. But I've already done 3, and my plan is to keep doing them every week. I'm just kind of doing it for my own fun. I mean, I'm certainly not making money on a podcast. But I've iced it, yes. I immediately iced it, Alice, and I've been icing it, and I immediately put arnica. So it's actually been okay. I've sprained the same ankle before, way worse than it is right now. The last time I did this, it immediately became swollen and black and blue to the point where I thought it was broken. So I know that I was just angry. I don't know what it was. Where can I find your podcast? If you go to my website, annemanera.com, you can click on, I'm laughing at Carol. You should do a podcast on that. You can click on the podcast link. One of the things or people I'm thankful for is Anne Manera. Oh, Sarah, I'm thankful for who she is and what she does for us. So thanks, and stay true. Sarah, thank you. I'm going to cry. Thank you, Alexandria. The joys of moving. I don't know if Carol can hear me. Can you hear me, Carol? What was I going to comment on? I'm trying to keep the podcast on art themed. Hey, Adina. Our friend from Israel is here. Adina, I sent you a message actually because you had commented about you had wanted to join the membership group, and you need to pay you have to pay for the product. Lynn is telling me visiting an art museum, how to look at modern art. Where is my piece of paper? How to look at modern art, how to look at Van Gogh's different periods. Well, I thought about, you don't think it would be weird to do a podcast where I'm talking about something that you would have to see visually? Because I have thought about having a painting and looking at a painting and like going through like a kind of like a tour of a museum. Even though it's audio, right? I'm writing this down, Lynn, with my chicken scratch. Oh, Chris, you guys are too kind. Oh, this is the pen I don't like. Let's ixnay that one. All right. Hey, you know who I was listening to the other day that was doing a live video was, you know that woman Sue Akins from Life Below Zero? She is the most interesting person I have ever listened to. Have you guys watched that show, Life Below Zero? She, talk about someone that stays true to herself. She is amazing. She was doing a, I mean, it's one thing to watch her on the show, but this was a Facebook Live she was doing, and she was answering questions, and I saw her in a different light because maybe I got to see more of her or got to listen to more of her. A tour of a museum would be fun too. You could send a link to a painting. I went to one talk that tore apart. They didn't like it, Starry Night. So that woman Sue from Life Below Zero, boy, I'll tell you, I would love to have a conversation with her. She seems like she can talk about anything. She should have a podcast. I mean, maybe she does, and I don't know. Do you watch that show, Alexandria? Alexandria and I, Abby is saying, do you watch that show, Alice? Why haven't you told me about this, Anne? Told you about what, Alexandria? What didn't I tell you about? You know there's a delay on these videos, and I have a 7-second memory or something on these. I usually am pretty good about remembering stuff, but when I do a live video, I'm like, I don't know. I'm ready to be diagnosed with dementia sometimes. I don't know. What should I have told you? What would we do without Anne? You guys are crazy. You're too kind. All right, so this one right here for these little kind of doodad things, I'm just going to kind of give them some stripes. Well, stripes are a cross-hatching type thing. So it's like a hatching thing. Anyway, that's Sue from Life Below Zero. Oh, Sue going live. Oh, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, Alexandria. Isn't she interesting, though? I guess you can go to her Facebook page and maybe watch the replay of it. But she just, to me, is just so, like, I don't know. I think she's just interesting. She's just an interesting character. She's interesting because of where she lives and her desire to live there and wanting to live in that climate, first of all. And by herself and doing what she's doing, and I could never do all that. But she has there's a lot more to her. So until I can figure this out or get a computer guru, I'm going to leave. Okay, Carol, I don't know if you can hear me. I still can't get sound. Yeah, I guess I just, I stopped watching that show because I was annoyed with some of the other people that were on it. Like, I don't know. Some of them are interesting characters, though, on that show. Like that guy Glenn who lives in that little cabin and he always stands outside naked. That always cracks me up. And he eats weird stuff. Disgusting. But she is a character. She is very smart. She is extremely smart. Aiken. I think her last name is Aiken. Isn't it? A-I-K, E-N. Yeah, she has had bad back problems. Something with her shoulder, too. I thought she got hurt, right? But she is very, very smart. And, you know, just watching her, she can fix anything. Don't you think? She can certainly fix anything at all. And somebody asked her, how do you know how to fix so many things? And she said, I just do it. Just trial and error. And it reminds me, this is a funny story, actually. It reminds me of my grandmother. When I was a kid, even my mom would do the same thing, but my grandmother too would do this. And I'll tell you this particular story. But when I was a kid, every time I would want to do something, or like say something had to be done, my grandmother and my mom, it could be like, we need you to move that rock off that building. And I would be like, I can't do that. Oh, yes, you can. Just go do it, right? So no matter what it was, they were convinced. They were just convinced that I could figure out how to do it and just do it. And to the point where I kind of got to the point where I just decided to just learn. I just learned how to do a lot of different things like that. I mean, not moving a rock off a building, but just kind of figuring it out, right, Chris? Yeah, just figure out how to fix something. Just kind of set back, use your brain, use your common sense, and figure out how maybe something could be fixed. Well, there was one time where there was like a main drain. Of course, now Scholar has to go outside. There was a main drain in my grandmother's basement that needed to be fixed. It needed to, I guess it was clogged. I guess that's what it was, right? And I gotta fix this. And there's my grandmother convinced that I can fix this drain, this clog. And we're standing in the basement, and it was in the basement floor because it was a very old house. And I'm saying that this is not getting fixed. This is still clogged. And she's going, no, you can do it. Really, you can do it. And it reminds me of like a dog when they need help with something. Like say there's like a bone under a couch or something. And here I am on the floor trying to reach far away. Dawn is saying my grandmother was the same way. That is why when I see something I like, I look at it, how can I recreate that? Exactly, Dawn. I think it's kind of an artist mentality though too. That you can kind of fix it. Hey, I gotta let Scarlett out so she can stop crying. Come on, Scarlett. Yeah, Dawn, you're right. It's like, you just kind of figure it out, right? And I still kind of hear her, they had faith in me. I guess they did, Holly. I don't know. But I can still kind of hear her, and I can hear my mom's voice too. Even, no matter when I'm doing something, but I can hear them saying, of course you can do it. But I also think it just kind of really proves that if you really want to do something and you believe that you can do it, you can do it. What do you think? I can always do it myself too, Dawn. Isn't it crazy? Sometimes I wish I wasn't like that, but then I think to myself, then I would really feel helpless if I wasn't. Chris is saying, my ex-husband is a major Mr. Fix-It-All. After being with him for about 20 years, I learned so much from him without knowing it. Yeah, see? Crazy, isn't it? It's amazing what you can fix. Or what you can, like, rig up. Or, I don't know. I have these curtains on my front porch. And I wanted to put curtains on it so it would kind of just be, like, I don't know, a little more private. And really to block the sun. Because the sun just kind of beams at a certain time a day. And came up with this, like, system with this curtain rods across the top. And then this, like, cord across the bottom that went through the bottom of the curtain so that they wouldn't blow away because it was kind of treating it like a sail on a boat. Anyway, just crazy little things like that, right? Amazing how we you can do it though, right? But you have farm animals though too, don't you, Dawn? Don't you have a farm? So when you have a farm, you have to really know how to fix something, right? You have to kind of know how to rig it. It's like that show Alaska Great Frontier. Alaska Last Frontier, that's what it's called. boy, I'll tell you, you're out in the middle of nowhere. You have to learn how to fix something. And we're too spoiled to just say, hey, I need that. I can just go get it at the store. When really, you probably have the resources in your own home and with stuff you already have to create what you need to create. My son is always blown away by the stuff I can fix. Yeah, isn't it amazing, Chris? That's great that you can do that. It makes life interesting, doesn't it? All right, we need another color here. I'm thinking this one. I like this one. Barb was asking what my favorite color was a little while ago, and my favorite color is kind of like a magenta and a fuchsia. I don't really know why. I guess I just kind of like it. So this color, to me, out of all the colors that I've used, this hot pink here is a little too harsh for me, but this one I like better. Give me something to fix, and I'll take it apart, but that's it. Alice. And then box it up, send it over to Chris, and she can put it back together, right? Dawn, sort of a farm. We have horses for 18 years. My husband was brought up on a family farm, so he knows how to do stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, you have to learn how to do stuff, right? Especially when an animal... This pen is stuck. Especially when an animal is dependent on you. When they're looking to you like, I know you can do it. Here we go with the leaf blower. Oh, dear God. Yesterday, it was the leaf blower and the snow blower at the same time. Can you say headache? You like it, Alexandria? I guess I have to step back and take a good look at it. Sometimes when you're coloring something, you just have to kind of say, how does that look? I think adding something that has texture to it, to an area, like even though it kind of just looks like a little bit of a scribble here, really kind of makes a difference. See, this is that hot pink. Chris is saying, I love doing it too. It's a challenge. And just when it gets fixed, I feel like jumping up and down like hockey. That guy is a nut. Tell me, Heather. Nuts. You know what the other thing is? Call me crazy, but I don't know. I think it's true. Every time that blower is blowing stuff around out there, even though I have my windows closed, I have a headache. And I get stuffed up. And I'm actually starting to get stuffed up right now. Could it be that it's just in my head that the sound of it, is actually making me get stuffed up? I don't know. Isn't that weird? Psychosomatic, maybe? Thanks, Abby. Does it count I made Cleo a cardboard house? Yes, it counts. That's awesome. Cats love cardboard. Dawn says, our horse stalls were built by my husband, and so was our barn. Oh, cool. His family farm. My mom sold quite a few years ago. We lost our last horse in October. Oh, I saw the pictures of him. So that was your last one? Oh, that is so sad. I saw the picture of that horse. He was beautiful. Yes, I rock. You do. That would be good on a coffee mug, wouldn't it? Fix it, woman. That would be funny. I need to find some different phrases to put on them. Yeah, so my hand is actually still getting pink, Alice, from this, from these pinks. I was gonna leave this section white, these little triangles that I'm doing right now, but I decided that they needed to see some color. And this is looking really like it almost is on the purple family, this one particular pen that I'm using right now. She was our last horse, Dawn is saying, I really miss her, but I am so glad I had the opportunity to have horses for so many years. That's amazing. I had the opportunity several years ago to do a website for a horse sanctuary. And I had to go take pictures of, I'm going to do some dots back here. I had to go take pictures of the farm, of the sanctuary. And they were old racehorses that had been rescued from racing, right? Anyway, I really have never really been around horses very much in my life. I certainly have never been around a racehorse. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dawn, but isn't a racehorse way taller than a regular horse? Than a horse that's not a racehorse? I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm wrong. But at one point, I was standing there, and this horse started running towards me, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Her name was Esme. Absolutely beautiful. Fix It Woman or I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. Oh, that would be a good one too, Chris. I'm trying to think of what could be like a good tool to have as Fix It Woman. It certainly wouldn't be like a regular tool, don't you think? Because don't you think it would be like something that would be a non-conventional, like a non-traditional tool? It would be like a, I don't know. It would kind of be, I'm going to add some hot pink here for my last space. It would kind of be like, I don't know, like a bobby pin and like some weird stuff. Gum. It's like, oh, you need that to stick together? Let me get some gum. Some chewing gum. Can be like very MacGyver. It's like things that you have in your glove compartment. I was, when I actually opened this pack of pens, actually, I had gone to the post office and I saw this package with Nola's robot. And who are we saying hello to? We have a new person? We had, I had this box with the pens and with the robot in it, and I couldn't get it open, so I reached over into the glove compartment and I pulled out a pair of scissors. And not scissors, Alexandria, scissors. And I pulled them out and to open the package, and my mom was with me, and she said, I can't believe you have those in your glove compartment. I said, well, you never know when you might need them, right? I do have a lot of weird stuff in my glove compartment. I told my stepdaughter, Alice, saying about your website. Oh, cool. She's putting a care package together for her aunt because her uncle just passed away. Her aunt loves to color. Oh, how cool. Don't look at it. Do something about it. Exactly. That's a good one. Thanks for sharing that, Alice. I really want to add a bunch of other stuff, you know, like different other products. I thought about adding some different types of pet products, but I'm not sure. Like toys and I don't know, that type of stuff. I think Scotland and Paisley need a job. They need to make some cash to support their biscuit habit. Lynn, I'm not surprised you have scissors in your glove compartment. See? Isn't it a necessary item? Yeah, I have that. I have a screwdriver. Chris is saying, no, I actually have 3 toolboxes. My maintenance guy uses my tools when he comes to fix stuff in my apartment. I have a friend that, like, I'll call for different things, like, I don't know, electrical stuff. I really wish I could do that, though. I need a light switch changed. And I'm really tempted to do it myself, but then I hear in my head, fire, and I don't want to do it. So, I don't know. I thought about doing, like, a YouTube video while I was doing it. When you buy something that needs to be opened, exactly correct. I use it a lot, actually. I use it a lot. All right, this is my finished page. This was just pink pens. We did a color chart here. I need to go actually close my back door, because the dust is really flying into my house with the blower. Hey, girl. Okay, I know why I have a headache from this crazy blower. It's the exhaust fumes from the blower. Crazy. Do you think the police are going to think differently if I get pulled over for a pair of scissors? Really, Holly? I don't know. I think it's crazy. Maybe he might need to use them. And then he'll say, you never know. It's like every time your guy uses your tools too. I actually have a friend that has done stuff at my house and he's used my tools. I have a lot of tools. I have a lot of tools that I inherited from my dad and from my grandfather. So we call my basement the hardware store. Because if you need something, some sort of weird screw, just go downstairs. That's just saying my dad was an electrician. He said he loved it when people did it themselves because it would end up costing more than if you would hire it in the first place. No, well, that is really pretty much the primary reason why I am not going to do it. I know. Crazy, this guy, right? I don't know, Alice. I just don't know. I want to leave a note that says leaf blowers are now being banned in this city and see what happens. Okay, so we finished this one. We have our trusty little calendar here, and let's check this off because we are done with this. Are you a list checker offer? I tend to be more than I think I am, I guess. All right, so this one's done. All right, so by the end of the day today, I'll be adding a commentary about today's color along, about Monochromatic in the color along 10 group. That's kind of the... Hey, Bonnie, we were wondering where you were. See, Bonnie's running late today. I've had a late start to the whole day, Bonnie. I don't know what it is. Everything I've tried to do today has been kind of like I don't know what it is. All right, so we've got this Monochromatic. I'll leave a commentary on the color along group about this. The next color along is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And what are we doing on Wednesday? We are doing grayscale. Okay, grayscale with colored pencils. You know what? For some reason, crazy me, did not include, that page is not included in this book. So did you guys see... Okay, see you later, Lynn. The page we're doing on Wednesday is a grayscale page, which I need to print it. And should I print it right now so we know which one we know where we're at here? Let me print it for you right now before we leave. So we know what we're doing. Now that my printer works, I had to buy new ink for my printer, and I bought new ink for my printer and spent about literally 2 hours changing the ink, getting it to work. I put ink in it and it never worked. It was driving me nuts until I finally decided that this was a crazy thing to be doing, and it just wasn't working. It was driving me crazy. So I decided to send Reiki energy to my printer. And then I decided that it needed to have some time to rest. Yes, the shells. I'm printing it now. Oh, we need paper. Oh, goodness. Hey, bye, Martha. We'll see you soon. I hope everything's okay, Bonnie. Okay, let's see. Let's get this to print. Yeah, it was not, it just wasn't doing it. It wasn't printing the right thing. It wasn't recognizing the black ink at all. And now look at this. Now it's still printing with lines. So I don't even know if I fixed it. But it really bugged me. And I couldn't believe how long it was taking to get everything going. It was crazy. What the heck? I'm going to have to clean the thing again. I'm gonna have to clean the print heads, but anyway, or I'll have to send some Reiki energy to it again, and this way it can do its thing. Okay, so these pens I used today, these gel pens, they're called Who Knew gel pens. Hopefully Nola can take a look at this video. These are really cool. Comes with it's a 48 pack of gel pens. They have 12 refills, which I thought was interesting that it had 12 refills. Plus it has these neon colors, which I'm not really a fan of the neon, but for some reason I was today. Maybe that's not where that goes. And on Wednesday we'll be coloring this grayscale page with colored pencils, I believe, right? Yes, colored pencils. I am cleaning the heads now, Abby. You know, that's what ended up happening. but it still just wasn't doing its thing. I don't know what it is. You know, you try to... Well, who was the person? Was it you that had a mouse in their printer? Was that you, Bonnie? I don't mean to, like, share your business with everybody, but was that you? You can say no. I had a tack, a push pin, in my printer one time. It was not printing. I don't know what the problem was. It kept saying it was like a jam. And I went to look inside, and there was a push pin. I'm surprised it didn't ruin the whole thing. Okay, so this will be available for replay for today's call along. And we'll be back on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And we'll be coloring a page from... That page actually can also be found in Wonder. Just a little gel pen's advice. Do not stock up on them. They will dry out. Yes. You did have a mouse in your printer. Isn't that crazy? I have a mouse right now that is running around my kitchen every night. And I cannot catch him. I put traps out, so hopefully tonight's his night. Tonight is his night to leave. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Chris. Yeah, you got to keep the cap on, that's for sure. And, you know, sometimes you stock up on too much stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe the where you're putting it in. Yeah, the printer, Abby says I bought a new printer. It was cheaper than the ink. Isn't that awful? I usually buy this generic ink, and it actually is fine. I buy it all the time, but I don't know what it is this time that is just not registering, or it's doing this crazy thing. Sometimes that happens. So you just kind of keep cleaning the heads. Okay, my friends, I will see everyone on Wednesday, where we need to do it again. I'll see everyone on Wednesday while we color this page with colored pencils. I mean, if I can't get the lines to go away, then I'll leave them. I don't know. I know, no kidding. My dogs are petrified of it too. All I have to do is say the word mouse. All I have to say is, I think the mouse is back, and they just jump on top of chairs. See, Scarlett just lifted her head, like, what? Okay, I'm going to sign off, go eat lunch, and I will see everyone on Wednesday. Hey, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining me.